to the Outsiders channel. I'm your host, the Batman. Today, our report is part 2 of our sleeper cell investigation. First, before we get started, I just want to put out this statement, this important statement. The investigations and the time I used to look into these reports, do field patrols, cross-reference evidence, travel to certain locations to ensure its validity and accuracy, etc. I'm doing this for free. My channel is not monetized. I do not make a dime on any videos I produce. I don't want donations. I'm not selling anything, nor am I pushing my products or another company's products for any type of financial or monetary gain. All I ask is that you share the intel with your friends who may be on the outs or not fully woke yet, or they are awake but the mainstream media represses information to the public so they're not receiving it. Wherever the case may be, it's imperative that the truth gets out to people. I have a lot of ground to cover, so let's get straight to it, shall we? For those who haven't seen part 1 of my sleeper cell investigation, it is highly recommended that you watch it before you begin this program. To recap very quickly the last video, many sleeper agents has been prosecuted by the feds. 2 of those agents were highlighted, as well as the underground tunnel network was exposed. As you can see, a few of them crawled out of it from manhole covers. What their business was or intentions is neither here nor there, but the public should be aware of it. Ladies and gentlemen, this intel is very urgent and vital. First off, active intel reveals that Iran's proxy terror army with cells ready to strike across Western Hemisphere is now exposed. Yes, you heard that correct. Iran has a massive network of terrorist cells, sleeper cells, and assassination cells, which are ready to step up attacks across the West. And secondly, what I will uncover in this video is that the U.S. commander says American forces face imminent threat from Iran, as well as the IRGC in full action, repelling from a helicopter and overtaking a ship. The footage and all that we'll get into in a moment. First up, Iranian opposition activists and security analysis have revealed the extent of the terrorist group linked to the regime in Tehran. Operations linked to Iran reach deep into Europe and in the U.S. as part of the regime's use of proxy terror groups. And all of these are overseen by the military group known as the Quds Force, watched over by the powerful Iranian Revolutionary Guard, or the IRGC, the People's Mujahideen Organization of Iran, the PMOI, an opposition group which advocates the overthrow of the regime, warn the worsening political situation. We'll see more of these so-called proxies. Security intelligence group Stratfor also earlier this year detailed the spread of these forces, with Iran believed to have linked forces in at least 6 countries in the Middle East. It comes as tensions flare in the Middle East as the dissolution of the so-called nuclear deal has essentially paved the way for a new tanker war in the Strait of Hormuz. The nuclear deal the U.S. made with Iran was utterly crap. The U.S. was the only country not allowed to have their scientists oversee the Iran nuclear facilities and a host of other issues, not to mention unconstitutional. Moving on, Shaheen Gobadi, spokesman for the PMOI, warned, "We can see a stepping up of Iranian terrorist activity as the regime is facing crisis from all directions." He went on to say, "In this situation, the mullah's only solution is resorting to stepped-up suppression, more arrests, more terrorism, and extremist measures abroad to maintain the regime's balance and to prevent the other situation from further deteriorating. Export of extremism, terrorism, and belligerence in the region have been a pillar of survival of the clerical regime for the past 4 years. This pillar has complemented the other pillar, total repression and suppression. These two constitute the main pillars of the clerical regime based on the concept of velayat el-faqih, or the absolute rule of a religious leader in Arabic. In other words, the Ayatollahs run the country, and the Iranian prime minister is their puppet. The Ayatollahs control the country through religion and its clerics. Iran's so-called Quds Force, under command of General Qasem Soleimani, reports directly to the supreme leader of fundamentalist regime, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. It is estimated the force is up to 20,000 strong and is understood to be responsible for supporting and training proxy groups worldwide. The analysis from the investigation earlier this year points to Iranian proxy forces being directly involved in Iraq, Lebanon, and Gaza. And Iran is providing material support for forces in Saudi Arabia, Syria, Afghanistan, and Lebanon. Terror plots and surveillance linked to Iran stretch much further than the Middle East, reaching into Europe, North and South America, Asia, and Africa. The commander for U.S. CENTCOM forces in the Middle East, Marine General Frank McKenzie, says he believes the Iranians or their proxies may orchestrate an attack at any moment. He also stated, "I think the threat is imminent," Marine General Frank McKenzie said in an exclusive broadcast in the Iraqi capital. "We continually evaluate our force posture in the region. The U.S. has beefed up its military presence in the region in an effort to deter Iran and protect American forces and allies. Recently, the Trump administration announced that it was sending an aircraft carrier strike group and Air Force bombers to the Middle East, as well as Patriot missiles and additional troops amid heightened concerns of an Iranian attack." McKenzie also stressed that tensions remain high. "I don't actually believe the threat has diminished," McKenzie said after holding a series of meetings with the Iraqi Prime Minister and Defense Chief. "I believe the threat is very real." McKenzie said he was heartened by the efforts of the Iraqi government to protect American forces and its allies in the region. "Roadside bombs have posed a major danger to American forces in Iraq," McKenzie added, but he said the threat from the Iranians is constantly evolving day by day. "They probe for weaknesses at all times. I would say the threat has probably evolved in certain ways, even as our defensive posture has changed and become more aggressive, and we certainly thank our Iraqi partners for many of the things they've done. I think we're still in a period of what I would call tactical warning. The threat is very real." McKenzie declined to go into specifics on the nature of the threats, but they're there, and CENTCOM knows it. A day after the U.S. announced it was sending additional military assets to the region to send a clear and unmistakable message to Iran, 4 oil tankers were attacked in the Persian Gulf, and that was a little over a month ago, and more has happened since then. Watch as Iranian special forces rappelled down onto a British oil tanker and seized it. That is incredible. These people mean business. Their threats are not to be taken lightly. Now take this latest sleeper cell agent, Mustafa Musab Alawimer, a 21-year-old Pittsburgh resident and Syrian refugee, accused of planning an attack on a Christian church on the city's north side and providing resources to ISIS. He was arrested on June 21st, 2019, based on a federal complaint charging him with one count of attempting to provide material support and resources to ISIS, and 2 counts of distributing information related to an explosive, destructive device or weapon of mass destruction in relation to a plan to attack a church. Seems very ironic to me that the sleeper agent was aged 21 and arrested on June 21st, summer solstice. However, Alawimer allegedly planned to bomb the Legacy International Worship Center using a weapon of mass destruction. The FBI said Alawimer thought he was plotting online and in person with fellow ISIS sympathizers, but they were actually undercover for the FBI. According to the complaint, Alawimer was born in Dara, Syria, and was admitted to the United States as a refugee on August 1st, 2016. And for those who don't know, that the month of August is the false flag months for the elite or the deep state. The complaint said he is a recent graduate of a Pittsburgh high school. Pittsburgh school records show Mustafa Alawimer graduated from Brashear High School earlier in June of 2019. Alawimer caught the attention of investigators on social networks and encrypted messaging apps in April. He was allegedly expressing interest in jihad and offering to provide information on potential ISIS attack targets all around Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The FBI said Alawimer recently brought a number of items that could be used in making a bomb. Please refer back to my part 1 of the sleeper cell, and what is in it will shock you. He was seen on 2 separate occasions buying 6 boxes of nails for possible shrapnel, Investigators said that the explosives that Alawamer wanted to hide in a backpack and detonate by remote control would have likely killed many people in the surrounding North Side neighborhood, even if the church was empty. Investigators said he wanted to hide a second bomb, timed to go off at the right time as Pittsburgh police and first responders arrived at the scene. In the criminal complaint, Alawamer was quoted as saying, "After 2 hours, 3 hours, when the police want to come, then when they've all come together, they'll have to lock down the whole city of Pittsburgh." The complaint said that Alawamer wanted to leave an ISIS flag to claim credit and a sign saying, "We've arrived." Ladies and gentlemen, now more than ever, we have to be extra vigilant and cautious today. There's a war coming, and it's not the traditional war. Never-ending wars that is currently going on in the Middle East, but war on our very own soil. Many individuals are being banned, censored off of a variety of social media platforms for spreading the truth. I make no money from doing this, nor do I need to have sponsors, so I'm good, but many are not. It's time to end the division and stop warring with each other. By us continue on that destructive path only hurts us all in the end. It's time to come together. If you see something, say something. Ladies and gentlemen, remain vigilant, get prepared, stay prepared, and remember, you are the true resistance. Thank you for watching. The Batman logging off. End transmission.